What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So welcome to the B channel. This is Matt's Paranormal Investigations. That's right. So this is a little different than the normal stuff that I do, but I love this stuff. So we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the paranormal, some UFO stuff, some Bigfoot stuff, all that good stuff. So we're going to start it out here today with a Google Earth adventure. So this is all about Area 51. So Google Earth, an app that is free to everyone, which is always nice. So there's a lot of different things you could look at when it comes to Google Earth, and I decided to focus mainly on Area 51. There's been a lot of information over the years regarding Area 51 and secrets and video games and movies and you name it. Everyone's talked about Area 51. Movies talk about it. Most of our experimental aircraft come out of Area 51. Some people even say that they reverse engineer UFOs that we have captured over the years, or ones that have crash landed and we finally go out and grab, and we reverse engineer their technology and we make it in our own personal UFOs that haven't been exposed to the public yet. So there's a lot of things that have come out of here. So like stuff like our lovely F-117A stealth fighter, as you can see in this picture here. Everyone knows this jet. This was they started seeing this over in Desert Storm and have been using it to this day. There's a lot of aircraft that come out of this place. Even the Osama bin Laden raid, the Black Hawk helicopters that were actually stealth Black Hawk helicopters, they came out of Area 51. That's right. Area 51 is where they were developed. Now, this place is very heavily guarded. If you get close to it, you might just come across these dudes, and we like to call them the camel dudes. We don't know if they're active military, if they're contractors, or who knows what. These guys protect the ground of Area 51. They are all over the place. So you get close, they read the ground sensors, they come out, they investigate, they scare you away, and they'll hold you at gunpoint with M4s if they need to. Not to mention the aircraft that are actually on this base as well. So we got to prevent anyone from coming in that we don't want into the area. After all, this is a top secret research base, and we got to defend it. So we got some aircraft over there as well, like this one right here. Kind of blurred, but we're doing our best to zoom in from satellite pictures. Even on Google, for example, when you go to Google Earth, a lot of this stuff is blacked out. A lot of these pictures are kind of blacked out or shined out, whatever you want to call. And it's kind of hard to make anything out. Really is. It's almost like they put this stuff in there so you specifically can't see what is going on underneath of it. Whether it's construction, whether it's formations, who knows? Maybe an operation. Who knows what's a training operation? Who knows? But this stuff's blacked out. Now, there's even these massive bunkers. These are the bunkers that everyone says that the UFOs are developed out of. When you zoom in close, they are almost like in a fog. Even when you zoom back, you see fine. You start getting close, and all of a sudden, details it looks like they put in there to prevent you from seeing it from your eyes, and you cannot see what's underneath them very well. So here it is, the Papoose Lake, or Papoose Lake, however you want to say it. So this is the mountain range. And if anyone's familiar with Bob Lazar, he's a dude that used to work over Area 51, supposedly. Talked about how he used to reverse engineer UFOs. He talked about these mountain ranges a lot and how there was multiple bunker systems and hangars that went in and out of these systems, in and out of this mountain range. They go in and out, and that's where the UFOs are kept, and that's where they're launched. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. And notice, too, once we zoom in, you notice that little cloudy kind of almost camera distortion. The picture's fine, then all of a sudden it gets really foggy over these mountains, almost like the people underneath don't want you to see what's actually underneath these mountains. Now, for years and years, people have said they've been searching for all these hangars. We've been searching for the hangars. There's got to be these hidden hangars that are camouflaged in the mountain that Bob Lazar talked about. They got to be somewhere. So, knowing me, I decided to do some digging. I went through Google Earth, and I did my best to explore, and voila, I found a few things that look very interesting and very much man-made. Now, the biggest thing that people say is, I looked all over and I couldn't see it. For me, it really wasn't that hard. If you look Area 51, you find all these little roads and trails that go into the mountain ranges, and you simply follow them, and you come across little places like this, what looks like man-made cutouts just like this, which are kind of camouflaged a little bit into the mountain. So we're going to zoom in a little bit. There you go. So we're zooming in a little bit. Now, these do not look like natural features in mountains. I'm a hiker. I know mountains, and that to me does not look like natural features there in a mountain. If you notice, it's almost shady or shadowy when you get towards the actual mountain range, and it's almost like a cutoff, and it looks like there's some sort of solid bulkhead that is right on the edge of the open area to where it gets into that, and it's kind of shady. And this is the area, keep in mind, this is the area that's all blanked out. So we zoomed out, so we'll take another close look. Once again, take a look. It almost looks like there are hangar doors that are in these areas, and like there's a bulkhead separating them. There is something that is not natural about these formations. And all you got to do is follow the little roads or trails or whatever they are into the Papoose Mountain ranges, and you will come across all these. If you look underneath to the very bottom of this photo, you will see what looks like some sort of road that goes to these little areas. Now, there's a few more that I've caught too along the way by simply following the road. So we're going to move the camera to some more of these ones. Here you go. Look at that. There's a road, and there's another formation that just doesn't look normal. Another opening in the mountains that just doesn't look like a natural type of opening. Has straight edges, almost like triangles, and this one on the top right is tough to tell. It's tough to tell with this one, but it's a very, very large one. If Bob Lazar said there was two that went in and one massive one that came out, so this would kind of make sense if you're listening to him. But as you zoom out and follow the roads a little bit more, you'll notice there are more possible indents, possible hangers right here that do not look natural at all. These look 100% man-made with bulkheads separating them. And once again, once you get to the actual mountain edge compared to where the ground is, it almost looks like straight lines where it kind of fades into a door, some sort of big door that's flat in the mountain. It's hard to tell with the sun and everything else. You don't see much shadow, but you can definitely tell these are definitely, these do not look natural to me. I don't know, maybe look natural to you. For me, they do not look natural. Now, you look all over these mountain ranges, you see all kinds of little things. I'm not pretty sure there aren't any volcanoes out here, but I see this one over here looks very similar. It almost looks like a hole in the ground, and I guess if you can do vertical takeoffs and vertical landings, you can do that. But once again, if you notice, there's little trails and a little road that looks like it goes to this little bunker hangar or whatever. This hole in the rock, we'll call it that. It's a hole in the rock. As you scan around too, you notice that there's these active construction sites. If you take a look, it almost looks like there's groundwork, like they're digging holes, and they have landfills, and they're fresh construction. That's the only way to explain it. It's fresh construction. If you look at the top left, that is that they're digging right there. They're definitely building underground stuff through this place. Now, these little roads, you could find them everywhere. I mean, they just have these little turnabouts that just go to nowhere. You just follow the road and follow them around, and you get all these little turnabouts, and who knows, maybe that's where the camo dudes patrol. But these look heavily traveled by satellite photo. They look pretty heavily traveled to me, and they lead directly into the mountain ranges. So they do. They are all over the place. So look at this. It looks like another possible construction site has roads. Now, I have not photoshopped a single thing. I took these photos directly off Google Earth. And this is what they look like. These little roads lead to these little areas inside the mountain ranges. And it doesn't make sense. Why are you going up there unless you're patrolling or something like that? It could be the camo dudes, or it could be, entrances to different bunkers and hangars and stuff. Now, take a look. There's the mountain range, that big old mountain range right next to Area 51. That it's hard to, you can't deny what Area 51 is. That is a massive runway. That is considered one. Some people say it's the largest runway in the world. So you need something that goes very fast and needs a runway like that to land. And then there's all these little other, I don't know, I was never an Air Force dude. I was a Marine. I was in the men's department of the service. But if you take a look here, and you see all these little cutouts or bunkers or whatever they are. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a helipad. Maybe it's something. But there's obviously bunkers and whatnot in there. So the question we have is Area 51 secretly experimenting in recreating UFOs? Are we remaking UFOs? Are we capturing them and then we are re-engineering them? Is that true? Is that what's going on? We do know that we have a lot more technology in the world than what's known to the public. So Area 51 is known for making experimental aircraft, so maybe they are. So we'll leave it up to you guys to decide. What do you guys think? Do you think Area 51 is all hyped up, or do you think Area 51 is actually reverse engineering these awesome aircraft that we are not publicly releasing? Anyway, guys, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about this channel, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you stick around. Peace.